Hey guys, no said, Meet Simmons back with another video. Today I found this video on TikTok and it was just too funny to pass up. Let's watch it and then just kind of go through this here real quick.
Sure.
Problem. My problem is that you didn't get off your lazy ass and try.
Here she comes. She coming too now. She waking up. Hey, pumpkin. Yeah, you got a little stupid and you forgot I'm old school. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. I had to take care of some business. Get up, girl. Let's go have a Coca-Cola or a Pepsi and we'll talk about it. But you ain't gonna try that no more, okay? Okay?
You ain't gonna try that no more.
There she is. She's coming too.
And you know what? I'm with it. I don't care. You can get mad all you want. So I have 3 children. We have 3 children together, ranging from the ages of 21 to 16. And I can unequivocally say that in almost 22, he'll be 22 soon, 22 years of parenting, none of our kids have ever tried us like that because they knew, see that wall over there? You can take a trip. You can slip and you can have a slip and fall. You might fall on the stairs. People fall on the stairs all the time. It happens. It happens.
We didn't do that, guys.
But they knew. You see the title says Gen X. We Gen X. Gen X don't play, and we don't.
We don't.
We were the last generation that played outside,
drank
from the water hose.
These parents nowadays,
like
oh my God.
All this soft parenting stuff, I'm not saying everybody did everything perfectly because, some people just lose it. They just go way too far with it. And we talk with our kids and we discipline them and things like that, but there was never a space created for you to talk to me like you done lost your mind.
Like you done lost all of your mind.
And it's counterintuitive that people will sit there and allow something that came from them to rule over them. I don't understand it. When we deal with people who are having problems parenting their children, the main issue that I see, and I would be curious to what you think, the main issue I see is people parenting from a place of guilt.
Yeah.
Guilty parenting is on the rise because guess what? Mom and dad are working full time. They barely see each other. They barely see the kids. The kids being raised by babysitters and things like that. And they're being shuffled from here to there, and they don't spend a lot of time with them. And so they're guilty. They feel bad. They feel guilty. So they give them things or they take them places. They try to cram all this time into one little tight space. And the kids are left to kind of fend for themselves. This latest generation has literally just been raised on TV and social media and tablets in their face. Every time we go to a restaurant, you see a 3, 4, 5-year-old with a tablet bigger than they are, in the restaurant. They're not engaging. They're not looking at their surroundings. They're not learning. They're just sitting there with this tablet in front of their face. It's kind of like the movie WALL-E. The movie WALL-E.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what our society is becoming now. And we're seeing the fruits of it with these kids with anxiety and depression and on the rise. And it's not good. And deleting themselves at a high rate is not great.
It's horrible.
What do you think as a wife coach and former teacher? What do you think?
I think one thing that I saw, I'll kind of go to like the classroom. One thing that I saw were parents that really didn't understand the authority that they had. Now you literally have the control over the child. You provide the food, you provide clothing, you provide extracurriculars, the toys and all that. And you mean to tell me you can't figure out how to start taking some of those things away to make sure that they can comply and show respect? But a lot of times parents don't have self-respect. A lot of times you are insecure about your own issues and your own thoughts and whatever, and now you're projecting that on the child, and you're thinking, well, they're going to think I'm a horrible parent. Well, no, all you have to do is remember the authority that's been given to you. As a mom, like you said, we never gave our children the opportunity to disrespect us, because one thing we understood is that we're in authority, and when we're speaking to you and when we're asking certain things of you, those things you need to comply with those things. So.
Well, I think the biggest problem is that everything you said is right. However, the problem is that the people that raised those people didn't teach them those skills. They didn't require them for them. They were bad little kids. And then they turned around and had kids or got pregnant young or unmarried, and then here we go, the cycle just perpetuating itself. Yeah. So the problem is that we're not putting those values in these children, not holding to a standard, and the parents don't even know how to hold themselves to a standard. So how can you hold a child to a standard? How can you hold a child accountable when you're running around here, you still smoking weed, you still over drinking, you still fussing, fighting, and cussing and carrying on? How can you be a parent when you have the mentality of a child? And so this is the problem. That is the main problem, and people don't like it when we say it. But if you want a better child, you got to be a better parent.
Yeah,
that's what it boils down to. There's too much. We live in the information age where you have everything at the tip of your fingers, and people cannot be troubled to sit down and watch a 10-minute video or read a book on how to be a better parent, how to be a better partner, how to be a better this. And people have written these books. We've written these books. There's you on the YouTubes right now.
Yeah,
people are talking this stuff, but you just don't want. You rather go listen, see what Cardi B doing. You rather see, what celebrity is doing this and doing that, or this video game or that, and then actually be a parent. That is the problem. And you're going to continue to have problems with your children. You're going to continue to have those parent-teacher conferences because you don't know how to parent properly. Or because you chose the wrong partner to have a child with.
Absolutely.
There it is right there.
And, a child that feels comfortable doing that because that's the environment that they've been groomed in. That's the environment that they see. So yeah, a child will talk back to you if they know that it's acceptable. Yeah. That you don't require them, that you don't hold them to a standard. Because like you said, you're not holding yourself to a standard. So they know what they can get away with.
And it's easy to, people blame it on these zennials, millennials, and even we said Gen X or whatever. The truth is that we raised those people, and then people of the generation before us raised us, and they've made their mistakes, and everybody's trying to figure it out. But if you truly want to be a good parent and you want to raise kids that respect you and revere you and are going to be productive members of society, you got to figure this out. Yeah. You got to figure out what works for you. And I know for a fact, giving kids everything they want and ignoring them does not help.
No, or saying the exact opposite. Well, this kid is so screwed up, then I'm just done with them. I can't wait for them to move out. Well, don't have that attitude because, again, you raised that child.
Yes.
That's your bad habits. That's your poor leadership in the home and in the life of that child. Then you've got to own that.
And I'll say this also, I started reading the book. I'm almost finished with it, called The Boy Crisis. If you are a single mother and you have a son, raising that child alone puts him at every statistical disadvantage there is. He is more likely to go to jail, prison. I can rattle off about 10 different statistics. It's important that you get that boy around some men of standard.
Yeah.
And it's just hard. It's just not, you're ill-equipped. You're just ill-equipped to raise that boy. And the same thing goes for girls, but it's just doubly bad when a boy is raised in a single parent mother-led home. Yeah. That's fact, statistics, no shade to nobody, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so we just wanted to kind of run through that. I thought it was funny, but it's actually a very sad but a prevalent topic. That's something we need to get off our chest. So with that, that's enough said.